Love is Blind's Mike Brockway faces lawsuit over business mishaps. Love is Blind Season 9 cast member Mike Brockway has been surrounded by controversy after rumors of financial and legal issues involving his companies began to circulate. His reputation as a sophisticated real estate investor and event planner has come under renewed scrutiny as a result of the drama. Mike is facing numerous complaints alleging non-payment for wedding services from his firm, Peak Event Partners, and he has been sued by Colorado Hospitality Services in recent days for alleged violations related to Mile High Event Management LLC. Colorado Hospitality Services filed a lawsuit against Mike and associated companies in September 2023, according to court documents and complaint records. The business vulnerabilities are still visible to the public, even after the case was resolved in February 2024. In the meantime, several clients alleged that the office was unoccupied, and that communication was interrupted in the weeks preceding their event, resulting in deposit payments for wedding services that were never provided. Since then, there have been several complaints on social media, with people sharing information about unpaid bills, unfulfilled contracts, and discrepancies in his company's openness. His reality TV character is currently crashing with the ripple effect, which raises concerns about how influence, responsibility, and image clash in the Love is Blind limelight. Mike Brockway's legal and business fallout. A hard look at Love is Blind star's alleged mishaps. Once associated with high-end real estate and curated events, Mike Brockway's public persona is currently under scrutiny. Love is Blind fame has been accused of mishandling company commitments and failing to fulfill contracted services in lawsuits and client complaints. His credibility is called into question by the discoveries, which also cast doubt on how much of his success was based on performance rather than promises. We outline the allegations, the resolutions, and the unanswered questions below. The Colorado Hospitality Lawsuit and Contract Disputes. Alleging breach of contract or failure to provide agreed-upon services, Colorado Hospitality Services sued Mike Brockway, his business Mile High Event Management LLC, and several parties, including Community Banks of Colorado, in September 2023. Although the lawsuit was settled by February 2024, the contents of the settlement were not made public, raising numerous concerns over accountability and liability. The question of whether Mike's company structure was strong enough to manage big contracts lies beneath that headline. According to sources, Hospitality Services claimed responsibility for tasks involving housing, food, housekeeping, and event planning, areas where dependability and planning are crucial. According to the lawsuit, Mike either overcommit or underdelivered, which would raise concerns when assessing his business claims on a national platform such as Love is Blind. Wedding service complaints and reputation risk. In addition to judicial issues, individual clients who paid for wedding services that allegedly never happened are criticizing Brockway. After claiming to have paid half of the contract, one customer noticed the business's office was unattended and only received automated emails requesting the remaining amount. When they went to the home, they saw complaints pinned to the door, indicating that other people had gone through similar things. His ethics and record are now being questioned by both supporters and detractors on social media and in public forums as a result of these charges. He is accused of stifling vendors and leaving customers in a precarious situation in posts under the Love is Blind pages. The volume of complaints and the timing of their reemergence endanger his brand image, even though accusations do not establish guilt. As the season progresses, viewers could consider if he regularly kept his off-screen commitments in addition to his on-screen interactions. Why Vanessa and Nick Lachey aren't permitted at Love is Blind reveals. Celebrity couple Nick and Vanessa Lachey have been the hosts of dating show Love is Blind for its whopping 9 seasons. In that time, they've had lots of ups and downs as the reality TV shows face, including some drama surrounding personal questions they'd ask contestants during the reunion. There's no doubt, though, that the Netflix series has a winning formula down, and most recently it debuted its latest season in Colorado, giving a new batch of hopeful singles a shot at blind love. When detailing the new season, however, the couple confessed that they're no longer allowed to attend the in-person reveals. Vanessa says the reveals became too chaotic. Longtime fans of the couple and the show may be happy to hear that the reason Nick and Vanessa don't come to the in-person reveals isn't anything personal. Instead, it would seem that it's more a matter of on-set logistics. That is, Vanessa explained that there were too many people in the vicinity during filming, and that eventually it became a disruption. Got to a point where it got too loud. The crew members were like, shoo. After that, they were like, no more people at the reveal. Just the cameras and the couple. This is their moment. We've actually been banned from the set. There's a restraining order. Totally kidding. Nick teased. The couple is still into the season's drama. Just because Nick and Vanessa aren't present for the reveals, however, doesn't mean they aren't up to speed on other drama going on. So far in season 9, there have been some major arguments between couples unlike any before. In one instance, contestant Edmund got upset with his partner Calibria when he learned they were the only pair who hadn't yet slept together, even though Calibria made it clear in the pods that she wanted to wait until marriage. In another shocking moment, contestant Joe got so drunk at the group party that he had to return to his hotel room, where he was found almost incoherent by the time his partner Madison went to check on him. The two had a major falling out because of Joe's behavior, and as of this article's writing, it's unclear whether the incident led to their breakup. As the couples have now moved into shared apartments back in Colorado, it sounds like there is still plenty more drama to come. In a conversation with People, Vanessa hinted that audience members still had a lot to look forward to before the weddings took place. She gave a little teaser that didn't reveal too much of what was still to come. I can probably say this. Something happens in Denver that has never happened on any of the Love is Blinds. A good guess for what may still unravel includes one contestant, Casey, returning to make amends with her former pod connection, Patrick, after she dropped out of the experiment. She quickly left the show, telling Patrick that she didn't want to film anymore, but later revealed that she simply wasn't physically attracted to her fiancé. Turns out Megan's intuition had served her right, because as soon as the season 9 cast announcement came out, the Airbnb investor's former employees took to social media to claim that Mike allegedly owed service providers and small businesses thousands of dollars, each in unpaid wages. Following the social media controversy, Megan sat down with Swan to break down her relationship with Mike in the pods, why she broke things off, and whether the claims against Mike line up with the man she dated in the pods. Looking back at her relationship with Mike, Megan told Swan, "We did have a strong connection in the pods, but I think I just started to see some of the same patterns that I saw with previous relationships." She revealed, "Obviously I didn't see him physically, but I think just even the way he spoke, and there was one evening where he respectfully walked out on me, and that was kind of a red flag." Instead of going back to her old dating habits, Megan reminded herself of why she came to the dating experiment. She explained, "I just kept hearing this reminder in my head like, do what you've always done to get what you've always gotten. And that was Mike for me, as he reminded me a lot of my past relationships, my exes." She continued, "I really took this experiment to heart and wanted to do things differently in hopes of a better outcome. There was one day where it all kind of clicked for me, and I really just leaned into finally listening to my intuition, and I knew then that I had to call it quits." When it comes to everything Denver locals are saying about Mike online, Megan made it clear that he didn't mention any of it in the pods. She revealed, "I don't know the details around what's being said. However, the situation has given her some clarity about her decision. I think whether it's true or not, it does make me feel a lot better about my decision to go with Jordan." With everything she knows now, Megan told Swan, "I think it just even watching it back, I'm just like, yes, good on you for listening to your gut." Mike hasn't addressed the claims directly, but he did share this message on social media. "Still learning, still growing. I'm not perfect and I never will be, but my intentions have always come from a place of curiosity, care, and wanting to understand people better. Sometimes when you're moving fast and stepping into things that push you out of your comfort zone, you're going to stumble. That's part of learning, part of life, and part of growth." Where to follow Love is Blind star Calibria on Instagram. Age, job, and more details explored. Love is Blind Season 9 contestant Calibria KB Haskin, a 29-year-old social worker and Virgo from Denver, opens up about her journey, values, and boundaries.